Hiya, it's Tuesday. It's been a week since I posted. I hope you're going well. Um, yeah. Oh, look at my shirt. It's my favorite shirt. It says "We're all doomed." It's kind of cool. I love it when I'm just like feel pretty shit and I don't know, just throw in a bit of black humor just makes my day a little bit better. And some of the fellow patients here can relate and we have a bit of a giggle. Yeah, but no, we're not all doomed, I get it. Just feels like that sometimes. I just had a psych appointment this afternoon and I've been feeling so anxious ever since. Like, I had my scheduled medication for anxiety and it still didn't even touch the sides, so I had to have some PRN. And I'm hoping that that kicks in pretty soon. I just went and got my sneaky coffee, which always makes my day. Yeah, but yeah, I've been working on my patchwork blanket and I got enough yarn to finish the project at last. That's the last time I need to buy a blanket yarn. It's insane. It's taken me years because I would always wait till there were specials on Spotlight on the yarn, and I wanted it to be pure, natural substances. So it's mainly wool, like probably 90% wool, and then there's a bit of mohair and what else? Cotton, and there is one patch that has polyester in it, but other than that, it's all natural. And so I finished the blanket last year, but I've been making the border for it since coming in here. And there was just a Spotlight special, and I finally seized the opportunity and got the rest of that yarn that I need. So I've only got 1.5 edges left to crochet, and I'm super excited to darn it together and finish it. I'll send a photo, I'll post a photo on my blog when it's complete, because I'm super happy with it. It's pretty hodgepodge, very bitsy, but it's got character and it's so warm. I was actually sweating last night because I had it on my bed and it was way too warm. But anyway, I'll post a funny little video just covering one of Jules' songs. It only goes for like 19 seconds, I think. Anyway, yeah, but anyway, in the last week I've begun my trauma processing, like the actual processing, because before I was starting the processing process, which was mapping all of the memories, 20 odd memories that I need to process, looking at the negative self-beliefs I developed and the physical sensations that manifested in my body as a result, and still come to me like today, after, like, as the PTSD knocks me about. And so it's been a pretty rocky road these last few days. I've had really vivid and disturbing memories. One, I was being raped for like hours, for weeks, for hours a day, weeks on end, and it was just not nice to wake up after that. But yeah, I feel like slowing down the process, but I agreed with my psychiatrist that I kind of just need to literally put the foot down, is what we said, and keep soldiering on, because this process, we all knew from the beginning, it's not going to be a smooth road. It's going to send me into agony, basically. You're looking at everything that brings you so much pain and everything that's set you back in life. Your worst nightmares are going to come up right now, and you're facing your worst nightmares. You're facing all those uncomfortable feelings that you've suppressed for me over 2 decades, some of them. And so it's natural that I'm feeling pretty shit, so I'm trying to make peace with that, and just keep working on my poetry and self-expression through other ways. And I find writing this blog is also quite cathartic and therapeutic in a way. I love to be able to share my story with the few followers that I have, and maybe spread awareness of what this process is like for people with PTSD and anorexia as well. So yeah, I wrote down a couple of poems, and I'm super excited because today I wrote my 80th poem, and that was the number that I needed to reach for the publishing company to take on my work. Should they accept it? That's the only condition, and that's a big condition. They could easily throw me away because they only publish 2 to 3 published poetry works a year. This year's already been booked out. So I'm super, super, super excited, and I really want them to take me on for their publishing, but I can't expect it. And so I'm going to write, now I've written 80, but I want to write more like 100. So another 20 poems, and then I can cull off the ones that are a little bit wish-washy. But that's exciting. I've reached that milestone of 80, so technically I could present them my work and see what they say, but I want to give them the best quality work that I possibly can, so I'll still knuckle down and work on more poetry in the near future. It's also been a bit rough today because my friend in here was discharged this morning, and we formed a really lovely connection. We've met before. We met last year in one of our admissions. We were here together, and we both suffer from anorexia, and we had so many commonalities, just so many things we could relate to each other on. And we'd realized last night we sat outside for an hour and a half just talking in the dark, cool, dark air, which was so refreshing and just peaceful. And anyway, we just chatted for an hour and a half and realized that we have like the same tolerance for different people. Like some people on the ward are like, you get all sorts here, and sometimes there's a few that will grate your gears, and like it's just a matter of, you know, just distancing yourself from those ones that are a bit triggering. And we realized that like we had the exact same few people that we try to avoid contact with because it's triggering, or it's just unnerving being around them. There's one lady that will come in and turn the TV, like I'll be doing my craft in the lounge room, and then this lady will come into the lounge room and turn the TV on full blast and not even ask me if I mind if the TV's on, which like sure, it's not a condition, it's just a kind of one of those unsaid conventions that you might want to check with someone else if you can turn the TV on. She doesn't do that, and so then I ask her if she can just turn it down a little bit because it's just literally hurting my ears. And to do my craft, I want to be in a peaceful zone. And then I've got all the talk about COVID and the war and football and things that just like, I don't know, so in my face. And then she'll turn it down a little bit, and then she walks away and never comes back and leaves the TV blaring, and I'll be like, And we found that my friend and I last night found out that we had both experienced the same thing with her. And anyway, it was just funny, but we're also connecting on another level of experiences that we've been through, and it's really sad to know someone else that's been through so much and so much grief. And she was homeless for years, and she's come so far. She's even got her PhD under her belt, and it's just, I'm in awe at what she's achieved, and I have so much respect for her. So we're going to keep in contact when I'm out. And she got me a sneaky coffee, which you can see there, right there. She left it in my room for me because I'm not actually supposed to get a real coffee. I'm not allowed because of COVID. But I wasn't interacting with anyone, and I didn't cross paths with anyone. I had my mask on, I sanitized, and I got a rat test just then and it was negative, so I'm all good. But anyway, I'll write a little bit and post a couple of my poems that I've just recently written, and yeah, I will chat later. Yeah, but anyway, it'll be sad without my friend here because we've had so many moments where we've shared just stories and similar thinking. I was like saying, oh man, my anorexia makes me feel like I'm fatter than you. And she was like, no, my anorexia is saying I'm fatter than you. And we both had a laugh because, like, it's so fucked up. So, like, we could see how fucked up this illness is, and we just had a laugh, and um, it was just great. We could share so many little jokes and little mind fucks that we both ended up realizing we both have these same thoughts going on in our mind, and it was just glorious to be able to bring them to light and see that we weren't alone and that those silly things were actually quite silly and we could laugh at them together when they give us so much hell when we're alone with them. But anyway, I'll leave it there. It's been a long vlog, sorry about that. And I'll get writing and write those poems for you. Thanks for following, and please feel free to share this with anyone. Like, I'm happy, I want to share my story with people around the world and let them see how the journey through recovery really is, and that I want to break down that stigma against mental illness and the stereotype that people with mental illness should be just shunned from society, and that we can't handle ourselves, and that we're like intellectually disabled and can't function, and that we're a burden on society. Like, I just find that so heartbreaking, and it really cuts deep sometimes when you're in a vulnerable state and you see that stigma just right in your face. So I would love this to be shared with everyone, and just bring more light to the world of mental illness, depression, anorexia, PTSD, self-harm, suicide, all of those things that I try and touch on because I've had personal experience of those, all of those. But anyway, I hope you're well, and I will get writing now. Thank you for watching. Bye.